Hello my crafty friends, how are we? I do hope you're well. I'm back with another tutorial, something a little bit different, a memory wire bracelet, but I'm not going to do the coil. It's just short of a loop, but it's actually got the lobster clasp. Now I like these because they don't dig in. No, sometimes you can get them digging in. So how is everyone? How are we? Are you good? Are you so-so? Are you whatever you're doing? I hope you have the best day ever. I'm rocking these are my favourite earrings at the moment. I'm getting myself all ready for my craft journal. I've gone and added the signatures. First time ever. See? I'm so pleased. It is not perfect, but that's why I do jewelry tutorials for beginners. I know you're supposed to start these videos, you're supposed to hook people, and reel them in. That's not me, but I will do a link if you want to skip over me yakking, yak. But it's not what I'm about. It's not what I'm about. I'm a really friendly person. I love getting to know you all and catching up with you. So in the background, I've been working on my website. For those that are new, I do have a website, low cost craft supplies, where you'll find jewellery, craft and jewellery making supplies. I had an audit on my website and basically I really need to work on my SEO, search engine optimization. I need to start doing blogs. It was suggested that I change my name. I'm not doing that, especially at the moment. It's too much and I've got everything printed with low cost craft supplies. If you've got a website, have an audit. Be prepared, you may not like what is said. One thing that really did come to light is I do not sell myself, and I think that for instance, when I do videos and I say I do have a website, and I think people that follow me and watch my videos will think, oh, not again, there she goes. But that's me. So I need to work on that. And also you would go on the website and you wouldn't see that I've got over 30,000 sales, 6,000 reviews, and established since 2010. I've got to shout that out from the rooftops, because at the moment it just looks like I'm a catalogue, almost like a drop shipper, and I'm not a drop shipper. Everything I have, I do not drop ship. Everything I have is here with me. So basically, gotta believe in myself. Shout from the rooftops. So please visit my website. Right, let's get on to what you're here for. Hi everyone, I'm Claire from Crafty Claire Tutorials. I tend to do jewellery tutorials for complete jewellery beginners, but I also do other craft projects, and I've just started journaling and I absolutely love it. So you will find journaling videos as well. Please just watch the videos that you want to. I'm not expecting you to watch every single video that I put up. So today I'm going to make a memory wire bracelet, but I'm going to add a lobster clasp closure. Now, I cannot find my memory wire. I have looked high and low. I placed an order on Click and Collect at Hobbycraft. They had one left, and whilst I was filling up my basket, because you have to spend a minimum of £10, otherwise they charge you £2, someone went ahead and bought it. So today I am using 0.8 copper wire. Okay, so we have to pretend that it's memory wire. With memory wire, the standard size is a 0.6 millimeters, which is a 22 gauge. I tend to go for the 6.5 centimeters, which is 2.5 inches diameter. This is the go-to for most projects. It's easy to cut and bend whilst maintaining its shape. Now diameter, it comes in 2 inches, 2.25 and 2.5 inches to fit different wrists. I tend to go for the 2.5. I know I have a lot of new subscribers, but if you can like the video, leave a comment down below. It just helps the YouTube algorithm see the interaction and they share my videos out to more people. It just helps my little channel grow. So I'm going to use the copper wire today. So I've got a standard 12mm lobster clasp. I've got some 6mm. These are 0.8mm thickness. I've got my cutters for cutting my wire. And obviously to make loops, we need our round nose pliers. You may have, if you're just starting out, you may have these absolutely fine, or these are obviously, these are more expensive, but it doesn't matter. It does, if you've got these, it's absolutely fine. So I'm going to use those. Now beads, I've got some rondelle beads. I've got 6 by 8 millimeters. I've got some tiny 3 by 4 millimeters, and I've got some 4 millimeter daisy spacer beads. Now I'm using 2 because when I tried to do it on the one, it could be because of fat fingers, but it was going everywhere. I was trying to put it in and they were moving, so I thought I'm going to do it into 2. So this will be the top bit for here, and then obviously this will be for the sides. So a wire, how much am I going to cut? I think what I do, I can always make it, I can always cut it, can't I? So just measure around your wrist. Let's have a look what we've got. We need to leave a bit to, it's probably about 22 centimeters. Right, let me just cut this. The thicker the memory wire, the harder it is for your loops, but also you need to make sure your beads will fit on. So I'm just going to bend this back around into shape. So I'm just going to, what size do I want? I'm going to use this one. So we go in on the end, make sure you can feel nothing. If you're able to do that, you've gone too far. So we don't want to be able to feel it the other side. And then I'm just going to go round. If I take this out, I'm just going to show you. And what you can do, I'm just going to flatten this. And we just start threading the beads. So I'm going to start here. I did try beforehand to make sure these tiny ones fit. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. So we'll just put this side on first of all. I have lots of different rondelles available. So we push that down to there, we've got that. Now I'm going to start on this side. I'll just turn this around. So we start with a daisy spacer bead. I did check first of all to make sure these fit. Obviously, if you're using memory wire, it will not be as flexible as this is. Remember, we just have to pretend. We just have to pretend. But you'll get the idea of what I'm doing. Especially when I do it up. They're so fiddly. That's why I don't really like working with tiny, tiny little beads. Can you see how those spaces really set that off? That's easier. Why didn't you do it like this before, Claire? that's what it looks like with those. Don't those beads really go well together? Even if I say so myself, it's almost quite an elegant vintage feel. We'll just do the very last beads. So there we have our bracelet. So we need to make another loop. So I'm just going to, let me just chop that off. Okay, let's put this on here. Make sure it's not sticking out. Nope. So I'm going to turn it. I'm just going to take it out to show you. Let's have a look. Do those. Oh, they match up. We need to make sure there is no gap. I think I want to turn that a little bit more. I just want to turn that one a little bit more. Close. And what you can always do, if it isn't quite long enough, you can just add onto this another jump ring to extend it. You can add an extension chain, and then you can have the extension chain coming off and a bead on the end. That's something you can do. So I'm just going to join. So that's that end. I didn't show you. And there's the bracelet. I guess you don't have to use memory wire, but it just makes it a lot easier. If I open this, it's probably going to go misshaped. So if you enjoyed this video, if you could give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. So thank you so much for watching. Take care everyone, and as always, happy crafting.